premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in 1 single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Hawkeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Handoff from Alton. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On target. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
As so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A 1st and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
Makes the grab down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Defense going all in to stop the run. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Iowa! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here's a heat. Throws it deep. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's a gift to Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it on the option. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Runs through a man. He might have space. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. They'll give it to Malton. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He'll throw it. It's the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Hawkeye! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got the quick completion. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Offense set on first down. Gives it on the option. Creates a little room. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Floats it out in space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are pretty. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, and he wants to throw. Makes a deep grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Daniels. Across the 25. Makes the catch, and he's free. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Turning it on! He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Ready, go. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it way down the field. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Alabama in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Crimson Tide, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The give to the right. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Quick release on the RPO. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Handoff for Malton. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Moulton. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Daniels. looking for a big gain. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's a give to Malton. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Handoff for Malton. Jumped on top of the pile.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Going to run it. It's Malton. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Ready. Go.
Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's a snap. Ready to cut one loose. Swings it out to the flat. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Looking long. Upstairs, he's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Snapped it in the shotgun. Grabbed outside the numbers. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Noles!
And honestly, David, the defense does not look locked in these last 2 plays at all. They had the pass interference. There was guys complaining on the field. They looked a bit discombobulated, late getting lined up. The very next play, though, the offense is able to take advantage of it, running it in for a score.
Man, you got to get physical down there, man. When you get inside the 5-yard line, you know what's coming a lot of the times, man, and you got to meet that physical challenge. You can't pout. You can't look to the sidelines. You can't say, why did you throw the flag? You got to get ready to play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Everybody. Flag 14. Go.
Here's a give to Malton. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
He's going to fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, that is textbook football 101. It's what every defensive coordinator's yelling on the sidelines. Sudden change. They want to be aggressive, capitalize on the momentum. They force the turnover on defense. Offense, they take a shot down the field, and they connect.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Florida State. He got it back corner of the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. And a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Ready. 129. Go.
Handoff for Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. FSU calling its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kamari again. Past the 45. There's some room. The 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. pulled. It finds his man on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The DBs will back off a bit. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. A first down for the offense. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.